As I was out walking this morning, I was just thinking about huge influence in Christianity in the 1800s, Charles Finney, and how maligned and misunderstood he is today. And if you go online, so many things. From kind of the glorious era of evangelicalism are black-brushed and from second-hand, third-hand, fifth-hand opinions. And I would just encourage everybody to go and check these people out for themselves. Some things online from Christian leaders will act like Charles Finney didn't know the Lord. He was of the devil. His theology was horrible. I would encourage anybody to go and look at his most famous work, which is called the Revival Lectures, or Lectures on Revival of Religion. Just go read those, and please try to find a flaw with them and then get back with me. Don't listen to your favorite preacher rip him. Just go read it. And the big problem that most people have with Finney was he just wasn't a hard-driving hyper-Calvinist. And some of his theology I don't agree with, and it isn't great, but neither was the hyper-Calvinism that he was reacting against. And what he did was he tried to correct one error, a lot of it was coming out of Princeton at the time, with another error. So, but in terms of his process, if you look at the best Calvinists in history and the people that knew how to walk with God, if in the 1800s, a lot of the greatest Calvinists were lit up by Finney and his revival lectures. People like Jonathan Goforth, who was a Presbyterian, and he brought amazing revival to China. And even people like John Hyde, who brought amazing revival to India. And other Christian leaders like R.A. Torrey, they said, yeah, he may have had some errors, but God still honored him, and it was good enough. And I guess if you dig in anybody's theology, including yours, dear listener, we could find some goofy, fruity things. Just look at what you were preaching or saying 5 years ago compared to what you're saying today. Were you not a believer then? Just understand that Finney was reacting to some extremes, as in don't evangelize, don't try to win people, don't try to convince, because God is so sovereign, he has to absolutely do everything or we're stepping on his toes. And Finney kind of swung the other way and he said, no, we have to throw ourselves into the battle. We have to pick up the sword. We have to participate with God to make things happen, or they're not going to happen. But read the revival lectures for yourself. Don't just listen to the unintelligent, understudied people who are basically commenting on what others have said about Finney. And if you read him closely, the revival lectures, he wasn't manipulating people. He wasn't using methods. His methods were repent, have clean hands and pure heart, pray in faith. Those were his methods. He wasn't using smoke and mirrors and all that. So anyway, just a thought for today. Go back to those old evangelicals. They were way more effective, and we can learn a lot from them, even if they're not perfect.